What's going on, chat? It's your boy 321. Got another episode of Talkin Football 321 here. So, for those of you that haven't heard just yet, the NFL approved a new rule for the kickoffs. Essentially, the rule is just any kickoff that's inside the 25. If a fair catch is called there, receiving team will start with the ball on the 25. There's some old school coaches around the league like Andy Reid, John Harbaugh that aren't fans of this rule. Andy Reid was quoted saying that we're going to be playing 7-on-7 football before we know it, and he's got a point. Let me know what you guys think about this new rule in the comments below. Let me know if it's making the game safer, because essentially that's what they're saying. The motive on why the rule change occurred, on why it was approved. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there's going to be less grown men colliding at full speed. But at the same time, there's coaches out there that always try to not necessarily bend the rules, but, walk on that fine line of just pushing the edge, finding an advantage where they can with the rules. I suppose that's called being smart, but the guy up there in New England does that from time to time. I mean, he's won a championship or two, or maybe more. But referring to Bill Belichick up there, he's who knows? Some coaches might get kind of creative, kind of just might see more squib kicks. But it's unfortunate, man, because the kickoff return is like the most exciting play, one of the most exciting plays in football. Actually, Bill Belichick was quoted saying that he's a fan of not taking the foot out of football, meaning not taking the kicking game out, punting, kickoff, field goals, etc. But I mean, the kickoff is a big thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of injuries on it. They've removed the blindside rule in years past, and that has helped as well. I'm guilty of doing some blindsides myself in my day, but and seen some happen to teammates and all that. But I mean, it's in a way it's making this game safer, but at the same time it's also taking contact out of the game, and that's what makes this game special. I really appreciate Joe Burrow was quoted, I can't remember, it was this past season, but essentially he was talking about this the concussions. He was asked about that, and I mean, it comes with the game is basically what he said. You know what you sign up for. It's a violent game, it's a violent sport. That's why they're compensated as such. It's unfortunate, the stories that we've heard, like of Junior Seau and other former players that have had difficulties with CTE deriving from concussions that occurred while they played. It's very unfortunate, but at the same time, we all know what we've signed up for. We all know the risk we've taken. But yeah, that's my take on it. I mean, I think it'll make it safer, but at the same time, I don't want the game to get too soft to where it is like flag football. That's what makes the game exciting. That's what makes it unique. It's different. It's like they say that the Oklahoma drill has made more basketball players than any other thing in this world, because of all those people that shy away from contact. They take a step back or get in the back of the line and shy away from that drill and go to the hardwood. This is less contact over there. But anyways, yeah, just let me know what you guys think about that one. Let me know what you guys think of the new kickoff rule. Should it stay? Should it go? We'll see how it plays out this season. We'll see how many touchbacks there is. See how many kickoff return touchdowns there is. But last comment on it is there'll probably be no Devin Hester with a rule like this 15, 20 years ago. But we'll see how it plays out. Comment below. Another news, Tom Brady recently became a minority stake owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. So he's a partial owner. I believe it's pending NFL approval, league approval. This is really cool to see one of the greats become an owner. You don't see that every day. At the same time, I mean, you don't see former players becoming NFL owners. You know, typically when they're done, they usually explore different, or they have various endeavors after football, and they pursue that. But it's really cool to see someone stay in the game. You know, it's not every day. I mean, it's not a lot of former players that try to coach anymore, but it's really cool for him to still stay involved, you know, considering that he's the greatest player to ever play the game. You know, I think it's very similar to, I mean, it just goes hand in hand with Michael Jordan on how he's the greatest basketball player, arguably. In my opinion, he is. To others or to some of you viewers, it might not. Also, comment below who you guys think the greatest basketball player is of all time. This is technically a sports podcast. It's primarily football, but we will discuss other sports from time to time. Yeah, just real quick, brief question: Who is it? Is it Michael Jordan? Is it LeBron James? Is it Kobe Bryant? Shaquille O'Neal? Larry Bird? Michael Johnson? Yeah. Who is Magic Johnson? Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. So comment below on that. Back to Brady. He's a minority stake owner, and it's really cool. How I was saying, it's similar to Michael Jordan on how he's the greatest basketball player or retired as such, and he also became an owner. He currently owns the Charlotte Hornets, I believe. I can't remember. I'd have to double check if they're up for sale or he's considering selling them. But it's really cool that Brady's becoming an owner, or at least dipping his toes in that. I mean, there's been stories around the NFL that he wanted to do that after playing. So he was open about it. I mean, it's not a secret. It's not a surprise, at least to those who follow football closely. But it's really cool to actually come to fruition and see it in real life. It's really cool. Yeah. So comment below. Do you think he should have stayed patient for another team? What other players do you think would be cool owners? Peyton Manning, maybe Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, the chat below. Yeah. And speaking of the GOAT, Tom Brady, what do y'all think? You think he's really done? You think he's gonna come back? Yes or no? Comment below also on that. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat box if you're here for the live stream. There's rumors, of course. There's always going to be rumors about Brady coming back, especially if he's still in playing shape and saying things like he did on the Rich Eisen show that it doesn't feel different just yet. So he's pretty much been doing what he does typically. So who knows? Maybe he's waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, he's been saying that he's not, but Max Kellerman on ESPN says he might. He was arguing that he might make a comeback. I think he's done. You know, considering most QB spots are filled. I mean, obviously Brady can almost take anyone's position, excluding, you know, like the top QBs, because of their youth, you know, their age, like Mahomes and Burrow, Allen, those guys. But like, there's, you know, with the uncertainty of Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe that's a potential spot, and he became a minority owner. I don't know if that. I mean, I'm sure he could still play. I don't think there'd be a conflict, you know, of interest there. I mean, he's on the same team, so well, it'd be if he played for another team, or it'd be interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is he gonna come back? Brady come back in 2023? San Francisco, maybe, if they have QB problems again, or they go down. I mean, you know, who knows? We'll see. Or other teams, maybe Miami with Tua. You know, he's shown to have durability issues. We'll see up there. Baltimore. Who knows? There's a lot of places. Maybe Dallas. Who knows? I mean, God forbid it, but it's football. Injuries are inevitable, and there's going to be QB positions open. So we'll see how it plays out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I think he's retired, especially going off this last quote here that I have. Quote, this is Brady talking. I'm certain I'm not playing again, so I've tried to make it clear. I hate to continue to profess that because I've already told people that lots of times. I'm looking forward to my broadcasting job at Fox next year. I'm looking forward to the opportunity I have with the Raiders. We're in the process of that, which is the minority owner we spoke about a little while ago. We're in the process of that along with the other different things that I'm a part of professionally, end quote. So there you have it, folks. He's saying he's not. I mean, who knows? Things can change. The guy has a crazy love for the game, passion for the game. He's got 7 rings. He's the GOAT for a reason. See how it plays out. Is he coming back 2023 or any years after that, 2024, 2025? The way technology is nowadays and research and just how much we know about health and anatomy and how the body works and all that stuff. Who knows? Players or QBs, especially with the rules too, can probably play up to their 50. So let me know in the comments below. Is Brady coming back? Yes or no? All right. So now we got a little special segment for you guys here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's Talkin Football 321's first ever ranking of the QBs. So here are my top 5 QBs. Honorable mention. Start with the honorable mentions. I got Justin Herbert from the LA Chargers and Jalen Hurts from the Philadelphia Eagles. This one might be a little surprising to some of y'all. Some of y'all might have them a little higher. Some maybe slightly lower. But I have them tied for that 6th spot, which he's an honorable mention in my top 5. Him and Herbert being tied for that 6th. That's why they're the honorable mentions. I think he did get better, of course. He had that embarrassing loss to the Tampa Bay in the 2021 season, 2022 postseason in the first round, I believe it was. And he made that jump, in year 2, that offense, which was last year, where he made it all the way to the Super Bowl. They had a few fortunate breaks. He did get better as a passer. He still has that ability to run the ball. He's that dual threat. Those quarterbacks are the new wave. That's the new trend in the NFL. That's what you need to be successful. At least that's what it seems to be. And yeah, that's what I got right now in my top. Number 6, tied for number 6. All right, here we go with number 5. I got Lamar Jackson, L-Jack, at my 5th spot. The guy's a winner. He wins a lot of games. He has a crazy win-loss record as a starter since he became a starter. And he's a league MVP. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to finish a season past couple years, but he's up there. Top 5. He's my number 5 QB when healthy, of course. Number 4. Dang it. Well, unfortunately, this is my number 3. My number 4 is actually Aaron Rodgers, the former back-to-back league MVP. He had that meltdown in Green Bay. Ended ugly over there. That ugly breakup they had with Green Bay. Shouldn't have ended that way, man. But I don't know. I don't know if it's Green Bay management or if it's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has that that people think he's a diva. He's selfish. Arrogant. Thinks about himself. I don't know. What do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers? Let me know in the comments below. Got him at number 4. When healthy. when he's motivated, and when when he's got the right weapons. He had a down year. Those young receivers out in Green Bay. Losing Devontae was a big loss for him, but we'll see how it goes for him up there in New York with the Jets. He's got some new faces up there, of course, but we'll see if they can catch on quick. They're a lot more talented than Green Bay, and they got a better team overall, but the AFC is stacked, so we'll see how that plays out for him. That's my number 4. And number 3, got him here on screen. Trevor Lawrence, number 4, sorry. Rodgers was... Oh, snap. Herbert, yeah, scratch that. Herbert and Hurts were number 7, guys. Lamar Jackson was number 6. Rodgers was 5th. Lawrence is 4th. Here we go. Yeah. Lawrence is 4th. That year 2 jump. He had that rough year with Urban Meyer, and now he had Dougie P. Started off slow. I believe they were 4-8, and then they turned it around all the way to 9-8. That playoff berth. I know the AFC South wasn't the strongest division, but this guy kept them in it. The team kept fighting, even in games that they were down. He would make plays, and those weapons that they got him around him have definitely helped him elevate his game. And I was confident that Dougie P was going to help him make that jump. Dougie P is a great offensive mind. I was hoping he was going to go to NOLA back when we had a head coaching vacancy, but he's in Jacksonville, and you guys see the dividends of that choice for them. It's paying off. They had that crazy comeback win against LA Chargers. Awesome game to watch. That was a fun one. Moving on to number 3, third spot, the top 5 QBs on Talkin Football 321 podcast. Got Josh Allen, the big guy up in the Northeast. Josh Allen, he's a really good quarterback. He's got the physical tools, man. He's got the big arm. He's got the big size. I think Aaron Donald put it best. He's like a modern Big Ben. He's like a futuristic Big Ben, which makes sense. He kind of hit that nail right on the head there, which is true. I think his arm might be a little stronger than Big Ben's though. But anyways, he's a similar player. Right now, man, he just hasn't shown that he could win the big one. He had that home divisional game against the Bengals, and they just collapsed, man. They just came out flat, and the Bengals just wanted him more. They punched him in the mouth, and Bills couldn't recover from it. And I put that on him. He's got to be a leader. He's got to get them over that hump. He's a very talented player, very good player, but right now he's shown that he's great in the regular season. He's had some solid games in the postseason. The one with Mahomes, I don't give him as much credit for that one. I'm referring to the game. I think it was a conference championship against Mahomes, and 13-second game where there was 13 seconds left, or was that the divisional round? I can't remember, but it was in the postseason. They were playing in Arrowhead, and there was 13 seconds left where Kansas City tied it, take it overtime, and then they won. On the opening drive from overtime. These guys didn't get a possession, and that's where that rule came from in the playoffs, to give both teams a possession or a chance to score at least. Anyways, yeah, Allen played well that day. I just don't think it was as elite as people made it seem, or as it appeared to the naked eye. The receivers he was hitting were wide open. You can't. I'm not diminishing how his play, but it wasn't as clutch as it seemed. But anyways, that's what Mahomes beat him in that one. And Mahomes and Burrow has beaten him in other ones. Mahomes has also had this guy's number. he has to beat those guys. I mean, right now, those guys have his number. Now we move over to number 2. We got Joey B up in the AFC North. He's the number 2 quarterback on my list. Very on the heels of Mahomes for number 1. A lot of people compare him to Brady. He's got that poise in the pocket, good pocket presence. He's calm, cool, and collective in very where the pressure's high, and the stakes, everything's on the line. He's just calm, man. That's where he's similar to Brady. Longevity wise, this guy can play a long time. His play style too. I mean, maybe he can be from this bunch at least, the one that gets to maybe the safest pick to reach those maybe a 20-year career. Going off play style, of course, because he's like the most pocket passer out of all of them, and he's lethal, man. He's very accurate. He gets the ball there, and he's very clutch in the big moments. This guy's he's on the heels of Mahomes, and that'll lead me to my number 1, which I kind of already gave it away. But Mahomes he's the top man. He's the top guy right now. They got to knock him off. He's got the 2 Super Bowls. He's got Allen and Burrow. He beat Burrow, and right now he's the guy to beat. He's the guy they're chasing, man. I know his play style is unorthodox, little backyard football. You guys that are watching this that are more traditional, want that drop back passer like Burrow. Yeah, he's got the fundamentals, but man, Mahomes, he's electric, man. He's clutch, but in an unorthodox way, and he gets the job done. It might not always be pretty, but he gets it done, and he's a winner, man. And he's the one that appears to be the closest to chasing Brady, at least. I mean, hopefully for his sake, he can reach the 20 years, play that long to try to reach 7 Super Bowls. We'll see. I know we all know he's trying to chase Brady. He's modest. He calls Brady the GOAT, which he is, but I know he's chasing him. He's trying to get close to that. He's even said, when they ask him about his contract, he's focusing on to win Super Bowls, not necessarily get paid and make a lot of money. I mean, he's already made a lot of money off his first extension that he got, the 10-year, $450 million contract, which this past year was the first season on that contract, and it appears to be outdated by now. He's like, I don't know, it's going to be like the 11th highest paid quarterback when Burrow and Herbert get their contracts done. Those are also in the works, but those will be a topic for another day. Anyways, that's a top 5 with some honorable mentions there. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment of the Talkin Football with 321 podcast top 5 QB segment. Comment below who your top 5 are. Let me know. Comment below in the comment section. Let me know your favorite team. Let me know your favorite quarterback. Let me know how you guys will rank them. Let me know y'all's top 5. Let me know which ones you agree with. Let me know which ones you don't agree with. And that applies to all the segments I have here. What you guys agree with, what you guys disagree with. Let me know. Put in the comment section below. All right. And this brings us to our last topic. It is summertime, early summer. NBA playoffs are coming to a conclusion with the NBA Finals. I said this is a sports podcast. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to take it? Put it in the comments below. Let me know. Jimmy Buckets or Nikola Jokic? Who's going to take it? Denver or Miami? Nuggets or Heat? Who's going to take it? And in what game? Let me know. Put in the comment section below. Comment below. I got the Miami Heat in 6, possibly 7, considering how game 1 just went. Denver's up 1-0 right now. It's June 3rd, 2023. So they won the first game at home, game 1. We'll see who takes game 2. It's a big game. And then, 3 and 4, obviously. Back in Miami. This next game 2 is in Denver, I believe, on Sunday. And then game 3 Wednesday. So we'll see how those go. But let me know in the comment section below who's going to take it, Denver or Miami. Comments. Go. All right, guys. That concludes today's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Peace.